What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Zay More Than the Barber, and I'm back like I said I would be. And today I want to do a best clipper, best fade clipper versus best lineup clippers. I'm just gonna get my thoughts and opinions on what, out of my experience, what I've used and what I've liked and what I didn't like. I don't have every single fading clipper. I don't have every single lineup clipper because that'd be a little crazy. But I have tried almost everything through being through barber school and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you beginners and even the people that do already know a little bit my opinion and why I use what I use. So with that being said, best fade clipper. I know there's the Oster fast feeds. I know there's the Masters. You got your Walls. And that's basically because you got your smaller taper blade, which is like a OA. This isn't a whole one when you open it up all the way, like how these would be. Masters, that's a 1. These are like a OA when you have them all the way open. So that makes a difference when you go to do your bald and then you do your open, because this one can cut a little bit shorter. Alright, y'all, now for the best edgers. Personally, I don't have tiny hands, but I don't have the hugest hands. And I think that has a reason to do with why I like these. I really, really like them, but I don't love them when it's coming to being really, really precise with my edges, because the blade is it's a T blade, first of all, so automatically you gotta watch yourself so you don't go over too far. And on top of that, it's just the clipper itself is a little bit heavier and the blade being wider. So me personally, when I do my edge ups, I always like to start with my slim lines because of the smaller blade. It gives me a little bit more control. My hands, they feel a little bit better, and like I just feel like I can hit every little bitty hair the way I need to hit it. And then sometimes I will go back, especially when it comes to the C cups. The smaller blade with the flicking motion really makes it easy for me to put that in there. And there's a difference between, I know these are just the regular outliners, but I have the GTX blade on them. Let me see if I can show y'all. This blade is, okay, there we go. I finally got to focus. Hallelujah. Okay, so that's the GTX blade because it's a little bit longer. And then this is the regular blade. And this one, as you see, the teeth are way shorter. And it's like that because these get a little bit closer to the skin, like so far for head shaves and stuff like that. I would prefer these. But the GTX blade, I always like it because it does leave like a really sharp line, especially on straight hair. And I'm out of focus. Boom. Yeah, so especially like on straight hair, the GTX work a lot better. They just gonna mow through it because I think it's the deeper teeth that make a difference. You got the Andis style liners too, which I don't have, but they're basically like the other edgers with the regular blade. They have a real small, sharp blade, so they get real close to the skin. And got your Walls, like your wall retros, your wall detailers. I like Walls. Walls are great, I guess, again, for straight hair. I don't particularly use wall edgers. I just don't. I mean, I used to when I didn't have my license, but I'd rather Andis gang over Walls when it comes to edgers, man. I don't really know what else to say to that one. So I don't like fast feeds because, in my opinion, they cut smooth. They have like a slower motor, but they take too long, and it seems like you just gotta keep flicking and flicking and flicking. So that's why I don't use fast feeds. I like Masters because you can actually hear the hair coming off, and that helps you a lot when it's coming to, like, trying to see that little, imperfection or whatever. And let me show you like this. And this guard right here, it can make you or break you. In barber school, it broke me almost every time. Like, dog, I hate the zero guard. So what I do is, when I do my ball fades or whatever fade for that matter, a 1 closed will blend exactly into Masters open. So I'll usually use my Walls for the most of the blend, and then once I need to take out that line between the 1 closed and the half, that's when these come in. And I just usually use like these first 2 levers from the bottom, and then that first one, and that usually blend it out. I'm gonna do a whole method on my fading tutorial on the next video. But so what other clippers am I missing? The Wall Seniors are basically like the Wall Magic clips. I guess they just have a little bit of a stronger motor. That's if you got the corded version, not if you got the wireless ones, because the wireless ones are basically the same. I've never used them, the wireless Seniors, but I'm pretty sure they have a rotary motor. So, alright, now detachables. A lot of barbers use detachable blades to fade. I do sometimes. It's more of a finesse thing with these because you got to think you don't have a lever, so you have to flick a lot more. It has to be a lot more in the wrist and all of that. And I mean, what's good for some ain't great for all, and this it ain't really great for me. I just love these. These are like a staple to every barber because you know you got your one blade. You know they're quick. They're gonna cut. They're gonna get the job done. So far as with your 5 out or your 1.5, whatever you're doing, these blades cut a lot closer and they're quicker. So. But, you know, some people can fade with them, some people can't. Alright, y'all. So far as what I use, like I said, y'all can make the decision for what y'all think will be the best for you. You know, it's a lot of trial and error. I would say instead of, if you had an opportunity to not buy another clipper or not buy another edger, you could just, you know, if you're in barber school or whatever, you could just use it and try it out. I would do that because every barber different, every person different. Some people like certain tools for their own reasons, just as I do, as you will. So try out everything, see what you like. At the end of the day, what's the best is what's the best for you. So I want y'all to check in with the next video. More Than a Barber, we back and we out.